So today I'm going to attempt to add color to my bowl with eggs over top of my value painting. Before I do that though, there was one thing about my eggs that were bothering me, and that was the fact that they were so round. So what I'm going to do is, just by taking a graphite or white pastel pencil, I'm just going to come in and maybe change the shape of this egg a little bit. Make it a little more ovaled as an egg. And before I start painting, I'm going to come in and just add the colors I need to that egg. And I have some other color mixed up already, so that's what I'm going to use. Just put my light on here on my palette, not on my picture, because it just doesn't work on the picture. So just try to match up. Every time I mix my mother color, it's going to be a little different than the last time, but that's why I like to mix a nice big batch and put it in a little container so you can hang on to that. All right, so that's good enough. All right, so I've decided this picture originally was it had a bit of color, but it was very light, so I am going to change it and make it into a red bowl and then brown eggs. So I took my color chart and I'm looking here to look at my main color, which I want to use as a red. And then I'm thinking of doing the triad color scheme here. So I'm going to use red and blue and yellow. And when you look at the red, blue, and yellow, you realize that these three saturated colors put together makes our mother color. So I'm going to be using these three colors and the mother color to bring up the composition in my picture. So I'm going to start with my bowl, and I'm going to bring down some red. And there's areas in my bowl that are in shadow and are also in highlight. So to my red, I'm going to add a bit of mother color to the one side, hoping that you can see the difference in this color. All right, there we go. And I'm going to add more so that I get into my darkest areas. And then I'm going to add light. And it doesn't always have to be white for it to be lighter. I'm going to first use a little bit of yellow in this area to lighten that up. And then to that, I can add a bit of white. And we'll see how those colors work. So I'm going to start with my shadow area of my bowl, and that is my red, and that's my cad red light and mother color. And as I work along, I'm just going to pick up my colors and block them in as values as I go along. Probably haven't mixed enough color here, so I have to go back in, but once you get used to working with your mother color, it goes fairly quickly for you to be able to go in and just pop over here to the light area, pop in your color. Here, my midtones. Now, if I decide that I want this bowl to be a lot redder, I can adjust those colors as I go. Just put my light lip along the top here. And I might come in now and really brighten up some of that red. As I come down into the shadow of this bowl, I'm going to go in nice and deep and continue to just adjust my values as I work my way across my bowl and to my highlighted side. Go right in with some straight mother color here. And now I have a highlight of a reflection in my bowl, reflecting my egg, which I'll get to once I do my egg. I think the background is fighting the bowl, so I may stop at this point and put in my background. And I think what I'm going to do for my background is a nice green. And so I've mixed myself up a medium green. I've used my my light yellow for this, my cool yellow for my background. It's a contrast against my warm bowl. To this I'm going to add my mother color to get into some nice shadow areas that might be placed in around here. But I also want some mid-tones. I like to mix with a dirty brush. I don't know if you've noticed that. And how do I like those colors up against my red bowl? So I'm going to go ahead and block in my background, and then I will come back and we'll continue the video from there. Okay, so now I have blocked in, let me turn this light off. I have blocked in my red bowl and my background with a light to medium green. I'm now going to go in and put in my brown eggs. So to make my brown eggs, I'm using my Cad Red light and my Cad Yellow medium, and putting those two colors together, it makes a bit of a flesh tone, an orangey tone here. Now I do want to desaturate that, so I'm going to pick up some of my mother color, and I should just quickly make some more mother color here for a minute. Whoops. This video is not running as smoothly as some of the others, but that's okay. Not every day works as well. All right, so there's back a little bit of my mother color. So I'm going to add that mother color to my fleshy tone over here. I'll make a little bit more yellow, red, and I'm going to just kind of walk that in to my mother color. See that? So I get a nice brown shade going on here for my brown eggs. I'm going to pick up on my dirty brush a little bit of white and work that all the way through. Okay? So now I'm going to just pick up the light area. Let's put a little bit more white in. I work so often with a dirty brush. It just seems to give me the blending that's automatically then it just helps me to, I don't know, it gives me a little bit more of a value change. I'm also going to pick up a little bit of this color, this light color, and I'm going to just put that right on my bowl. But I'm not too fussy about how it goes on. You can see there I've kind of smeared a little bit of the edges. That's my reflection on my bowl. I put a little bit more white on there. I can adjust that later. So there's the reflection of my egg on my bowl. I think this could be a little bit lighter here too. So picking up my colors and working them through, not overly blending. I like the look of this to be a little more painterly. Medium value down here again. Darker value. Not quite that dark, as my egg behind has to be a little bit darker than that. And maybe a touch of a reflected highlight at the bottom. Okay, and while I have some of this color, I might as well put some down below, because that's going to reflect also. All right, I will keep working and then I'll be back. Okay, and I now have my eggs blocked in and my background blocked in. I am now going to go and put in my foreground underneath the bowl. And when we first started the video, we talked about using our triad colors, which is our red, our blue, and our yellow. So I've used my yellow to make my green, my yellow, and my blue. I'm going to give myself a blue tablecloth at the bottom. So my other color from my 3, red, blue, and yellow. So once again, pick up some blue here that's clean. I'll do it maybe right here. There's my blue. To the right, I'm going to add white. Clean that off. To the left, I'm going to add mother color. I need a bit more blue here. And mother color to my blue will give me a really nice Payne's gray, actually. Could take me right down to black, depending on how much I keep adding. So I'm going to use that dark blue there, and I'm going to use that to place my shadows on my tablecloth here. Back and behind here, I did put a bit of shadowing under the eggs from their color. I'm going to just put in my blue now. Yeah, I kind of like that. Now I'll go to my mid value. Again, not cleaning my brush. I like to get a nice blend between these colors. A bit more blue there. Actually, I need to put out a bit more blue. So that this again is ultramarine blue, mid value. I'm sorry about this light today. I don't know. I put my lamp on today. It seems to be too bright. So I'm gonna have to work at getting better lighting here. All right, so now I'm coming in with my light value of my blue, just by adding white to it actually, and pulling that through. So I'll finish this step and then I'll show you the end results. Okay, and there we have it. Our finished painting of our eggs in a bowl using just our 3 primary colors, which we mix into a mother color. Now this is just the first lay-in of color. Depending on how much detail you want to do, you would let that dry, go back into it, and refine your painting. Okay, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll be posting again soon. Have a good day.